Good morning, everyone. Pedro here with another live stream. Hope you guys are doing well. If it's your new time here, guys, maybe it's your first time, whatever it is, I want you guys to know that you have a community you can count on. Today is Thursday, November 8th. Like I said, we come in live every single day, Monday to Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm super excited to have each and every one of you guys. We do have some important news, guys. We have the US elections going on right now. So a lot of the US pairs, we have to be mindful. All day elections will be going on. So it might be a little bit of a rocky road. So we just have to be mindful of that, guys. I'm going to just let the group know that we're actually live. A second here. Welcome to all the new members, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, and then I'm also going to update some settings here. So we're going to go back here to our charts and we're going to get started shortly, guys. I hope you guys are having a good morning. Good morning or good evening, wherever you guys are tuning in from. Okay. All right, guys, so we're gonna get started shortly. Let me just update everything here on my end. Okay, perfect. Got Lauren. Good morning, Lauren. Good morning, Hawk Trader. Let's get it. Guys, I'm so sorry if there was a slight delay this morning. This morning I actually had put the alarm, and I usually wake up a lot earlier. Not sure what happened. I woke up around 6, which is usually when I wake up. And then I literally went to go sit down and then lay down, sorry, for a second, and then I just passed out completely. So then I woke up and I'm like, what's going on? So anyways, as you guys know, I'm always here. So yeah, just a slight little delay there. I wasn't sure what happened. I just laid in bed and I was like, oh, this feels good. Either way, guys, I just want to welcome you, and I hope you guys are having an amazing morning. I'm just gonna share the link here on the Telegram group, because I know some people, like I've had people, even though they know where to find me, sometimes they just need to me to kind of simplify things here for them. But I have no problem at all. I'm just gonna send the link here. Give me a second, then we'll get started. Okay, guys. All right, and then I'm just gonna update the video description. I haven't even put anything here, so just give me 1 second and then we'll get started. All right, we got Emmanuel, we got Lauren. Let's go. I'm just gonna read through the comments in a second. And yeah, guys, like I said, we've got some news coming out, so we just have to trade with caution, guys. You know, there may be a little bit of volatility and stuff, so that's totally normal. I just want to let you guys know that. Also, guys, if you enjoy these live streams, make sure you guys smash that like button for me. I really do appreciate it. It does support the channel. Also, if you want, and I will mention this, guys, if you want me to go over your charts, I can go over your charts like we did in the past. All I need you guys is to send me the trading view link in the chat box below, and then that way I can kind of like broadcast it, and then if you're okay with that, and then we actually look over your charts as well. I could do that if I don't see any trade opportunities, but first we're going to scope the markets, and if I don't see anything, we have a little bit of time, we can start looking over your charts if you like. And then we can kind of go from there. So welcome to all the new people, all the new members that are just joining in. Thank you for tuning in, guys. You guys know I appreciate you all. I'm gonna clear this off here right now. Perfect. We're looking at gold right now. Gold bounced off at that level, which was a level that we were actually looking at. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna read through the comments before we begin, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lauren got to watch the harvest moon eclipse this morning. Oh man, that's amazing. I definitely missed out on that, but that is pretty cool. Emmanuel, afternoon. Good afternoon, Emmanuel. Good morning, Patrick. Let's get it, bro. Let's go. Westy, good afternoon from UK, my man. Let's go. Let's go. I got family in UK as well, so let's get it. Happy to have you here, Westy. Okay, so let's continue on, guys. Here, let's go. We got Lawrence here. Good morning, Lawrence. Let's get it, bro. Appreciate it. All the new family members that are joining in, guys, welcome. We're live every single day at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today we had a slight little delay, but we're here. And like I said, you know, even if you look back a couple months back, or well, I started initiating around August, but if you look back around just like, I think it was like a month ago when I was really sick. Even being sick, I was still here live, guys. I was still pushing 2 times a day. And you know, the evenings is mainly kind of like more when I can, but the mornings are like hands down, I'm always here in the mornings for sure. So okay, so let's start, guys. Let's continue and let's start the day and see kind of where we're at with gold. So remember, I pointed out there's 2 levels that I was really focusing on with gold, and the 2 levels I was really focusing on was this level over here, which is 1667. As you can see, I already had my lines drawn up, and then this level over here down here, which is 1655. Now, obviously, we can tell that price is already reacting at this level, and we do, however, have this level as a level of resistance currently. So if we narrow it down, we could see it very clear. It is a level of resistance. So if we happen to get a rejection of this level, we could be retesting the bottom level once more for a potential push to the upside. I feel like overall, the outlook for gold, we may see a push up to the upside soon enough, especially now that we're kind of holding up this level here, right? So we saw the strong momentum push, right? And now we're holding up at this level of structure. We know that this is a level where there's a lot of traffic, and we can potentially expect gold to bounce from here, right? Now we could also get something which is called more of a complex pullback. That's kind of how I like to reference it as, is when price kind of comes back up here and then it does a full retracement all the way back here, bounces before it actually goes up, right? So that is also a possibility, because a lot of times when you're new or when you're starting out, you look at price bounce off like this, and you're like, oh, okay, it's definitely looking like buys. You get in on buys, and then it comes up here, stops, stalls, and then it pulls back all the way and does a much more complex pullback before the actual initial move, right? Similar to here, right? For example, let's say this didn't exist here. I'm showing you this for more educational purposes too, right? You look at this, you're like, what do you think? Gold's going up, right? No. You have to realize that if you look, yes, overall direction is to the upside, but if you realize something, guys, we could see that we still have probably one more push and then a pull back before it actually pushes to the upside, potentially. But let's play it out and see what ends up happening, right? Look, it pushed up and then it pulled back once more. What was that? A complex pullback, which is kind of what I was explaining overall as to what we have to look out for, guys. Okay, let's go. We got my sister-in-law here, Kunis. Let's get it. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Welcome. Happy to have you, and happy to have all of you guys tune in. Right now we're at 10 likes, guys. Can we get it to 20 likes? Let's go. If you enjoy these live streams, guys, let me know in the chat box below. Also, if you're new to the family, let me know where you guys are tuning in from, guys. Comment below in the chat box. Don't be shy. And yeah, so I'm gonna leave the link here as well. Now that we're here, I'm gonna leave the link for our Telegram group, because we have an amazing community on there, guys. I can't stress that enough. All right, give me 1 second here. So here is the link, guys, for our Telegram group. It's absolutely free to join. All right, and we have an amazing community on there, so look forward to seeing you guys join in, whoever's new. Okay, so let's continue on. So do you see what I'm saying? This was kind of that symmetrical triangle formation. It's like a pattern that I saw, and then price ended up kind of respecting this level up until it kind of created this fake out. Now in this fake out, this is why we wait for confirmation. So when price did this, right, we wait for price to what? Retest. We don't sell right away. So similar here, right? We need to see prices retesting this level high right now, okay? And it's testing this level structure as a level of support. We have a cross of the moving averages. So let's just kind of cancel this out. Let's go to current price action. This is current price action, right? So what we're seeing is that price actually broke out and now we're retesting. So I'm expecting, to be honest with you, we may, especially knowing gold, remember gold may wick us out. Look at this wick it did, and then it did a complex pullback to the point that it almost pretty much faked us out of this kind of symmetrical triangle formation, right? And then again, we know that this was also another key level of support. So it was just retesting that key level support. And so now that we know that, we can expect some sort of a slight range, potentially, like I said, in extreme cases, some sort of a more complex pullback before it actually pulls up to the upside. So something like this. Okay, so we'll come back, we'll reference back to gold, and we'll see what ends up happening, if it's going to reject that level or not. Dollar index, let's see what's going on with Dixie. Again, it's kind of like a little bit of sideways action here going on. Yeah, I don't really, if we see, for example, if we see the dollar index reject this level and we see it come back down lower, could be a possibility, could be rejecting the 50 moving average on the 1 hour. However, we could see there's a slight cross, so it seems like maybe it might hold it as a level of support, and we may see the dollar index gain some strength. We do have, like I said, the US elections, so a lot of things, guys. We don't know how this might affect it, and it's going to be all day pretty much, so we just have to trade with caution, guys. You know, because dependent on the results, well, we probably won't know the results right away, but dependent on everything that's going on, the dollar will fluctuate, right? So we need to realize that will also affect gold. But overall, I think, or my overall analysis and my expectation for gold is a more complex pullback for sure. And I actually may see gold come back down and retest. So if we go back up to the 4 hour, let's remove everything here, right? If we go back up to the 4 hour, I may see probably gold come back down once more and retest the 20 moving average on the 4 hour before it actually continues to go a little bit higher. So that's kind of my expectation. So we would have, like, let's say if you were to see here, we have about 134 pip move. So roughly around 130, actually 130, yeah, 32 pip move. So there's a lot of room, right? Obviously, before we could actually see price move up. I'd be definitely looking for buy side offs above that level structure. We could see that price is kind of stalling out at this level right now. And then potentially we may see it come down even a little bit lower right there. So yeah, my expectation probably going to touch the 20 moving average on the 4 hour. If we go take a look, yeah. You can kind of see right now the 20 it's going to extend probably a little bit lower. People would think it looks like buys, but you also have to look at the bigger picture. Okay, guys. So we'll reference back. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. Let's see what's going on with NAS. So with NAS, we got that nice clean pullback, as you guys could see, and price actually pushed up exactly as expected. Pretty much, guys. Take a look at that. That's good morning. Let's get it. Welcome to all the new family members, guys, that are just tuning in. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and hit all notifications. You do not want to miss out on the live streams, guys. Trust me. That way you don't miss a single stream. So guys, it actually funny enough, so since last night, look, 4 in the morning, London session. So yeah, so yesterday's live stream that we did quickly, I told you guys that we were looking at a pullback. This was yesterday's trade in the morning, but then I said here when we got in on last night's pre-London session, I said, guys, we're expecting a retracement, and we got the retracement. You can see here 2 in the morning, we got the retracement. 3 in the morning, London session, okay. And then look at this. So then price came back up. So since the morning, around 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 a.m. all the way up until now, we got the exact same push we expected, right? And look how price touched exactly at our level of support. So that's pretty cool. Nas 100, we actually ended up, as again, it went in our favor. If we missed it, it's all good. But the most important thing is knowing that we were able to understand where the market could be heading, understand what price could be doing. And so, yeah, like, I mean, even if you would have set up an opportunity to get in on buys there, or an alert or whatever, there's so many opportunities in the markets, guys. So don't feel like you're missing out. Good morning, Chetan. Good morning, Tony. Let's get it. Guys, we're at 17 likes. Can we get it to 25? Let's go. Okay, so let's continue on. So what I'm looking at, as you guys can see, twice this week, NASDAQ went in our favor. I should definitely trade NASDAQ more often, because I find that I'm able to really understand the overall direction. We got in on sells here on, I think it was on Friday or Thursday. Remember I told you guys on the live stream, I'm looking at sells. So right now, I'll be honest with you, with NASDAQ, what are we looking at so far now at this point? So what I'm expecting with NASDAQ now, or my overall analysis at this point, is for at least NASDAQ to probably, we know that we've got a little bit of resistance here. So we may see some sort of a little bit more of a pullback now at this point. We got a nice clean retracement. So we could probably expect NASDAQ to come back down and retest these lows. Before it actually does anything or push to the upside, you can see that there's always going to be some sort of retracement. You can see it here when price moved up. Look, it retraced, right? And so, you're always going to get some sort of a pullback. So after you move like this, we can expect some sort of an exhaustion and potential continuation to the downside at this point. We know that in the bigger picture, we are looking at a downwards trajectory, a downwards trend. This is the daily, by the way. Even looking at, for example, the weekly, we can understand that we are in a downwards trend. And so now that we know that, we can start looking for sell opportunities. And so if we narrow it even down here on the daily, again, we are in a downward trend. We got the 50 moving average above price, above the 20 moving average. Moving down to the 4 hour, again, we may be just retesting slightly. We could see price retest the 50 just before it melts once more, but we do have such a strong level of resistance in this area that you could see, look, we've got many touch points here. We've got resistance, we've got a little bit of an overlap there, support, support, resistance, right? And if we keep going here, we've got a little bit of support here. If we put on candles, look, we got wick, price touched it and then rejected it almost right away. So this gives us an overall clarity of what we can expect, guys, for price to do. So overall, I'm expecting, like I said, NASDAQ to have some sort of a retracement after this slight rally to the upside. Welcome to all the new members, guys. Welcome. Don't forget to hit that like button, but also don't forget to hit the little notification bell and click all notifications, guys, so you don't miss a single live stream. Also, if you're new, please introduce yourself, guys. Let me know in the chat box below where you guys are tuning in from. I'm super excited to have you guys here. And as you guys know, we're live every single day, guys. We're live every single day, guys, providing you absolute value, man. Like this is straight gold. I wish I had that when I first started. A community that is nice and close, tight, and very, very supportive. I find that our community is very, very supportive between each other, and that's what I like. And I like how you guys share your ideas between each other, and you grow. You've been growing little by little, and that's the whole objective, guys, is to level up on your trading, take it step by steps. You know what I mean? Everything takes time. Nothing is overnight, but the fact that you guys are here, like this morning or this night, wherever you guys are, because we got people from all over the world, it just shows a lot about your commitment. You know what I mean? And that's all it really takes, guys. Trust me, that's what it took me, is to actually put in the work, put in the time, put in the discipline. You know what I mean? And I think trading also involves a lot with discipline, guys, having the right mindset. You know what I mean? So yeah. Guys, what are we going? Okay, so we're gonna move on here. What are we looking at for GU? We're looking at sells for GU. We've got a cross of the moving averages. We're at a major level of structure. We got the retracement, the pullback. So I can expect GU to continue to sell. I could probably see GU come down all the way to this level of structure down here. So this would be a really good sell opportunity. It would be kind of a push breakout at this point because we're kind of retesting this level. We got a lot of traffic on this end. So if we get a nice push, we can expect a continuation to the downside for GU. You know, and kind of the target levels, like first TP1 could be this level, which is about 73 pips. And then you'd only be really risking, let's say 25 pips. For a total risk reward ratio of about 2.8, which is not too bad. But again, you always want to manage your risk. We may see price come back up and retest the 20 moving average here on the 30-minute time frame. But overall, my overall expectations is definitely sells for GU. That's kind of what I'm looking at for now. And even if we kind of clear the moving averages just to have a little bit more clarity, we can kind of see what we can expect here, guys. So if we go up to the daily, we know that we have rejected that level. We're in a downwards trend. We know that. So perfect daily is indicating sells. That's what we're looking for. So daily is bearish. Okay. We're going to just move this nice and tight. There we go. And I mean, if you drew this here like this would be an overlap here as well. And this would be like a retest coming back up. But I would say it's more like this. Yeah, I'd say more like this, and we know that this is a level where price rejected. Right there. So as long as we get price to respect this level, because we got a lot of support here, support and resistance. As long as price respects this level of structure, we can expect a nice clean continuation to the downside. Okay, guys. So now that we narrow it down here, welcome to the new member that just subscribed. Sorry, guys, I can't read all the time, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Like I said, all the new members that are tuning in, don't forget to hit the little notification bell and click all notifications so you never miss a single live stream. So take a look at my lines there. You guys can see those nice trend lines, nice push to the upside. We can expect price to reject this level from here. And like I said, you know, TP1 could be this level. Okay, but remember, we do have some US news. TP1, okay, and then TP2 could be even a little bit lower. Again, that's kind of a little bit more long term, you know, if we start looking at these lower levels. But again, we do have a potential to move down a lot more. That's just my overall expectation. We could see that, you know, price is failing to create a new higher high anyways at this point. So this is indicating to me that we may see a nice clean continuation to the downside for GU, okay? And then similarly here with GJ, I'm also in on this opportunity, on this trade opportunity here. We're looking at GJ sells. Give me one sec here. Okay, so okay, so we've got Scalping King. Hi, mate. Welcome, my man. Lauren, random question about TP1, etc. Do you close the whole trade out? No, partials, Lauren. Partials. You can if you want, depending on how comfortable you feel. So if you're happy with your profits, you take you can take all of it if you like, but I would just take partials and let the rest run. We got Amina here. I know I'm late, but did you see that daily candle close on gold, by the way? Good morning. Let's go, let's go. Yes. Let's take a look here. Yeah, for sure. I personally, like I said, I think for sure it's looking bearish, and especially at this high over here, we can expect gold to probably pull back. We might, like I said, we might get a little bit more of a complex pullback, and so we may, you know, the bears are in control at this point. Even here, even though the bulls are pushing price up, we need to understand that the bears are in control, right? We're not looking at buys yet. The daily's looking bearish. And even this candle closing like this indicates to me that we may see a retracement, and that retracement could either be here, or we may see the bulls come back up and do some sort of a range before we see a push, a potential push to the upside. However, we do need to realize that this level here that I have drawn out here at 1664 950, that's a level that is significant as well too, because if we kind of move this line over here, remember it's zones, right? So it's never an exact line, but it's zone areas or key levels. But if we draw that line over here, which is a major level structure, we could see support, lots of heavy support here, right? A little bit of resistance here, support, resistance, and now retesting it as a level of support. And like I was explaining earlier, we may see a little bit more of a complex pullback, and that complex pullback could be something like a similar wick move like this, where price creates a huge wick like this, wicks us out a little bit. If you get in on buys, right? That's the thing. It'll wick out a lot of people, right? Because gold can do that. We create a little wick here, and then boom, we start moving up, right? So that's why we just have to trade with caution or trade with a trend and kind of go with the flow. Guys, I'm just reading here through the comments. Lauren, so how do you do partial closes? Also GDP, JPY, what are you expecting to go down? Yes, GJ looking for GJ to go down. Yes. Okay, so, and then how do I take partials? So basically the way you really take partials is when you're about to close a trade, and I should do a video on that actually. If you guys want, I could do like a video on how to just kind of use certain stuff. But basically the way it works is, the way you take partials is when you're in profits, essentially, you're going to click your close position. Okay. And then let's say, for example, this is my smaller account, the $100 one that I'm growing. And let's say it's right now it's floating 12 pip profit. So then instead of clicking close, you'll see that your lot sizes is on the top, right? And so before you click close on the top, let me see if I can put the bigger camera here. So again, look, so right now we're floating, this is the smaller account. It was floating around $11, $12, whatever. So right now we're floating at $6. So let's say we want to put half of that. So now here you're 0.010, okay? And I'm going to type in on, instead of 0.010, I'm going to type in 0.05. So that's half of my lot size for the smaller account, okay? So now that I know that's half of my lot size, now it's half of the profit. So when I close it at half, right, it'll update. So now it's going to take $2.80 profit. You can see it there. It's kind of hard to see. Okay. So you just change essentially your lot size here when you're about to close this trade. Instead, typically when you close a trade, you just close it, right? You press and hold close position, right? And then you close it in profits, right? Typically that's usually how it works. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at there, guys. Sorry guys, I'm just updating here the group. Okay, perfect. So that's what we're looking at. I hope that was helpful. We've got Lauren here. Okay, so perfect. Yes. Okay, so you aren't setting limits or stops. No. Like some people do that. I personally don't do it. The reason why I personally don't do it is because like, let's say price comes down, like let's say it does something here. So let me just kind of move this here, my camera. Give me one sec so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Okay, so let's go back to the charts here, and I'm gonna explain as to why I wouldn't and why I put an alert and I'd rather be notified, right? So the reason why I would rather wait to be notified is because basically, okay, basically what we look for, right, is, let's say for example I set an alert here for price to, it's selling this area, right? It's breaking this level of resistance here, whatever, it broke below. So now we're kind of seeing price maybe pull back and continue to go down further, right? If I sell, like, let's say whatever, I don't know, sell limit, whatever here, or whatever the case is, the problem is that let's say price comes back up, okay? And I'm looking for sells here. and I set my limit here, and then price, you know, starts moving, and then boom, wicks me out, and then I wake up and then price ended up going in my favor. As opposed to if the alarm sets me up, it goes off, I look at the charts and I really have the time to really take my decision and be like, okay, are there markets still going in the direction I'm expecting it to go? Is it respecting the levels that I'm expecting it to respect, or the levels that I want it to respect? Perfect. You kind of base it off that, right? Obviously price will do anything it wants, regardless of you know, our opinion, my opinion, your opinion. Price will do anything it wants. So we can't change price. We can't influence price at all. All we can do is react to price, right? And how we can react to price depends on when we're looking at price action at the current given time, right? So obviously we're looking, for example, at GJ, right? But if I put for example, a sell limit here and I don't get on market execution and price, like I said, wicks me out, right? I get the notification here. At least if I get the notification, I'm not in the trade. And then I see price waking up. I'm like, okay, thank God I missed that, because I got the notification, but it wicked back in. If I could tell you the amount of times I put on a notification and price ends up going back into a range, it's endless. So many times it goes back into a range, even though we're expecting a push to the downside, right? So it's typically normal for us to see that, for price to do that. That's totally normal. Okay, so let's continue on here, guys. I'm just going to read through the comments. I hope you understood that, Lauren, by the way. And like I said, I'm here to help. And, you know, if you're really looking to learn even more and more and more, like I said, I do the monthly Zoom calls with my inner circle. And we've got a separate chat box as well, where you guys can ask your questions and, you know, whatever the case is. And you guys can count on my support there as well. So that VIP inner circle, I highly suggest it. It's definitely worth it. It's investing in yourself. And, you know, if I could tell you the amount of times I spent so much money to get to where I am today, you know what I mean? It took time, and it took also, like, you can spend all you want too, right? And courses and all programs, but if you don't put in the work, if you don't have the commitment, then also it's kind of pointless. But that's the point of also paying, because you value things much more, because you're actually committing yourself and be like, hey, listen, I want to learn, I want to level up, right? So, okay, so let's continue on here, guys. We've got Raul, can you please give your opinion on EJ? Yeah, EJ, we actually had a nice move on EJ, and it actually went exactly as expected yesterday. So I was looking at EJ coming at this level of support, and price went exactly as expected. We pretty much secured over 67 pips. So right now what I'm expecting is price is coming to this level. We may see a little bit, one more push to the upside. So we may see EUR/JPY reject this level structure, come back up once more, probably see it come back and retest or reject this level up here and create some sort of a little wick, and it might be forming some sort of a head and shoulders pattern formation on the 1 hour before we may see price actually come back down to the bottom of the range. We can see that in the overall bigger picture for EUR/JPY, we are stuck in a range, right? We've got the highs of the range, we've got the lows of the range over here, and so pretty much we're kind of in the middle area. So like I said, we may see a bounce back of this level and see EUR/JPY bounce back up to this higher level before it comes back down. Might be looking like like I said, a head and shoulders pattern formation on the 1 hour time frame before it actually pushes down lower. However, if it comes back up here and we see a push to the upside and it breaks above this level structure, we can see probably price retest this highs of the range before it actually comes back down. And then obviously we know that if it breaks below here, then we can start expecting sells. We just wait for the retest. So if we see a strong momentum push similar to this pullback right here, we wait for the retracement or the retest to this level structure. And so before it was holding it as a level support, and now it's holding it as a potential level of resistance. Okay. So that's my overall expectation for EUR/JPY. Okay, guys, Smoto, let's get it, bro. Let's go. EUR/USD. We got EUR/USD. Yes, I'm gonna take a look at EUR/USD as well. ODD/USD. Sharik, welcome, guys. Could you smash that like button for me, guys? We're at 18 likes. Can we get it to 25? If you truly understood that explanation, but also enjoy these live streams, I really do appreciate it if you guys give me a nice thumbs up. It does support the channel. And we're going to come back and see what's going on with ODD/USD. ODD/USD also went in our favor, so let's take a look at ODD/USD here for Sharik as well. So where are we looking at, guys? We're kind of in a range, and we're pretty much at the highs of the range right now at this point. So overall, I'm probably looking for sell opportunities. Now that we're obviously in a range, we look for breakouts. That's very clear, and I always teach you guys this in my all of my live streams and in my inner circle. I always tell you guys how to look at the markets, how to approach the markets, and you guys know that we are looking for a breakout. Now, this breakout could be to the upside of the range, right? To the upside or to the downside, right? That's the only thing we look for in a ranging market. So when we're consolidating, we also have to factor in the highs of the range and the lows of the range, right? These are levels that we may see buying opportunities and selling opportunities, okay? That's the only two things that we do need to figure out other than the breakouts, okay? So now that we know that, we're pretty much for AUDUSD, we're pretty much at the highs of the range at this point. So we could start, we had a nice pullback opportunity here where I told you guys I'm going to see AUDUSD retrace, and it retraced exactly as expected. And I'm going to see probably it come back up, and it did. So now at this point, we can expect prices just ranging, and we can expect some sort of a potential break to the downside. So if we see strong momentum push and we see price kind of reject this level here, so let's kind of narrow it down to the 30 minutes so you can see what I'm saying. Price is just consolidating right now at this point. If we get a breakout of this this consolidation to the downside, I want to see price do something like this. So we get a break. Okay, strong momentum break, then we wait for the retracement. Always wait for the pullback, guys. We get the pullback, and then look at this. We got support, multiple levels that we can use as a level of future resistance, okay? And then now here's where we want to take our sell positions. And we target TP1 this level, TP2 lower, right? And that's pretty much what we can expect for AUDUSD. That's my overall outlook for AUDUSD. I'll keep you guys in the loop either way. And like I said, we're at the highs of the range, and this is kind of what we may expect price to do. However, we may see price push out of this, remember, because we are within a smaller range, and we may see a breakout. That breakout could be to the upside, right? Maybe it is time that, price wants to, gain its momentum and push a little higher, right? So welcome to all the new members, guys. Welcome to La Familia. If you guys are new, we do live streams every single day, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I also do surprise you guys in the evenings as well. I do find that, some people unfortunately can't make it in the mornings. And so I've been able to, try and do it twice a day. There's the link for our free Telegram group, guys. For all the new members that are tuning in, make sure you guys click the link and join our free Telegram group. We have an amazing community on there as well. We've got Chetan here, GU. We'll take a look at GU, my man. Absolutely. We'll take a look at GU in a second here for you. Also, guys, if you're looking for a solid broker that you can count on, this is the broker that I'm using right now for the small $100 account. And I was able to flip it to 360. And right now we did have a little bit of, we incurred a couple losses, but I'm already moving price, my balance back up. So I'll keep you guys in the loop as well for that. So next week I'll be updating you on my $100 account flip, which I flipped from $100 overnight to $364. The video is out now as well for that flip. So if you want to see how I was able to flip that account in less than one day, I know I could have probably flipped it even more aggressively if I wasn't using proper risk management. But obviously, I want to teach you guys how to do things the right way and trade the right way. I don't want you guys to have a bad kind of like a bad habits, you know what I mean? Because I used to be there where, I would just do it the wrong way, essentially, right? I want to teach you guys to have the best trading outlooks and, trade the right way, the correct way, the way it should be. Sharik, thanks, brother. No problem, my man. And then, so I'm going to share the link for that video as well. So make sure you guys watch that video once we're done the live stream. Today, like I told you guys, I do have a couple meetings lining up. So I'm going to be super, super busy today. Going to be organizing some stuff. So I'm going to be ending the live stream shortly. However, I'm going to be live tonight in the evening, as always. So make sure you guys tune in. But again, for those new members that are new, you won't know when I'm live again until you hit the little notification bell and hit all notifications, okay? And also if you're in the Telegram group, because in the Telegram group, you'll be notified as well. You'll know when I'm live, trust me, because I always put it in there. So yeah, and so I put the recommended broker there, highly recommend them. There's a sign up bonus as well. I don't know what I get. I just recommended it because a lot of people were asking me about it. They're like, Pedro, what broker do you use, bro? What broker? They're regulated. They have great customer service and no complaints, guys. And then I'm also with Black Bulls, but with them, their spreads are a tad bit higher, but they're regulated too. But I'm so far I'm pretty happy with blueberry markets. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm expecting for AUUSD, and then we're gonna take a look at GU for one of our members here, Chetan. Chetan's been with us for a while, actually. I know that you joined me when I had about 300 subscribers, I believe. So thank you, Chetan, for supporting. All of you guys, thank you so much for the support. So what are we looking at here for the British pound? So pretty much at this point, we could see that price is kind of starting to stall out. I can expect price to potentially continue to go down further. The daily is looking bearish. We have a bearish candle forming here, and we also have price reacting at this level high. You could see it right there. So what can we expect of price to do? Overall, my overall outlook is to the downside. You can see a clear overall direction to the downside. We've got a nice downwards trend line. We could also see that price push back up, was creating some sort of a higher highs, higher lows. And, we had this upwards momentum. Unfortunately, we failed to create what? A new higher high. And what does that indicate to us as traders, guys? When price is failing to create a new higher high, we are looking what? We are looking for potential shift in the market. If price failed to create that new or higher high, that is indicating to me that we are now looking at price shifting into a potential ranging market or potential sell opportunities. And so we saw that shift right over here. This price, or for example, price over here should have made one more leg to the upside, and that would have been a perfect continuation of this upwards momentum. Unfortunately, because we didn't get that, we got that strong momentum push to the downside, and we came back up to this level. We are now shifting into a continuation of this downwards trend, but also into a potential shift of a ranging market. Now, mind you, we could see price, it is bearish right now. We could see price come back down, which is my overall expectation, but we may see price come back down a little bit and then push back up and retest these highs. But if we fail to break these highs, this further confirms that we are still in a consolidation and we aren't looking for sells or buys just yet. Obviously, we would trade, if we're in a consolidating market, we would trade the highs and the lows of the range. Again, 4 hours looking very, very bearish. So this is a strong indication to me that we may expect a nice clean continuation for GU to the downside. Obviously, again, we do have some crazy news coming out right now. We do have the US elections. I believe it's called midterms or something like that. Congressional elections that we have in the States. So this is quite significant, guys. And so any US pair, any gold is going to be affected as well. Obviously the dollar index. So that's going to really fluctuate the market. So we have to trade with caution, guys. We have to understand that we have to manage our risk. And also, if we are going to get in trade opportunities, please use less of a lot size. So if you're typically used to using, let's say, for example, 0.20, use 0.10. If you're used to 0.10, use 0.5. Just because we want to avoid anything from happening. We don't want to be trading in the middle of elections. News is coming out all day, and this could really mess up our trade setups. Okay, Jason Baker, let's go, bro. You got it. And we got Lauren. Yep, midterms. Yeah, so that's kind of something we have to be mindful, guys. We're at 21 likes. Let's go, guys. Can we get it to 25 likes? Also, welcome to all the new people, all the new members. Introduce yourselves, guys. Don't be shy. GU, we're looking at potential sells. However, we might get some sort of a potential retracement at this level. So I would say right now, I don't really see a perfect sell. I would say anything, if we see a stronger momentum push below this level structure, we start looking for sells for GU. But overall, this is a level right here where I may see GU come down to. We've kind of slightly broken below this level here, but we're also retesting this level here, which is quite significant as well. So I think once we get a break below this level structure, we could see the British dollar go down further. So we could see a nice clean move. And so I could see price come down like this. And then we wait on the retracement, and then we can get in on the pullback and look for selling opportunities, guys. Okay. And that would kind of go in confluence with what we're seeing here, because we were seeing a short-term upwards momentum, upwards move. And so we are getting a break right now. So we can expect a stronger momentum, but we want a stronger push, guys. We want that strong momentum push to the downside. And so we can expect price to continue to go down further, and then we get on the nice pullback, and then that's when we start pulling out our moving averages. We could see a nice cross of the moving average, you know, the 20, the 50s trying to take over here, the 1 hour as well. We could see that it's starting to shift. So I'll keep you guys in the loop either way. I'll let you know kind of my overall expectation for GU. And so that's kind of what I'm looking at for now. I'm not looking at entries right now. GJ, however, this one I did get in on GJ. GJ, we can see a nice clean push to the downside, and so I kind of called this out over here at this high over here at the beginning of the live stream. I sent it out on my VIP inner circle, so we should be up right now currently. If you did take that trade, we should be up about 51 pips. So I literally told you guys this morning to look for sell opportunities around this level, and so yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at, guys. We're looking at a potential continuation to the downside for GJ, potentially down to this lower level over here. So if we look, for example, even if you kind of were to get in, you would be looking at a still continuous move of 63 pips. However, you have to manage your risk, because price could, if it were to pull back, I don't think it's going to pull back, but if it were to pull back, you do have to put like your stop loss at least, I would say 30 pips, just to give you guys a little bit of room. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. We got a cross of the moving averages here on the 30-minute, 1 hour. Even if we look here at the 4 hour, we are looking at the 50. We got a nice clean rejection on the 50. We had this level as a major level of structure, and we saw price reject this level structure quite significantly. So we could see that price is starting to push down. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at there, guys. We're at 22 likes, guys. Can we get it to 25, guys? Let's go. Okay, Smoto, we got, what time is the news? The news is all day, my man. If we look at Forex Factory, we can see that the news, for example, that we have, US news at least, is all day. And so that's what I'm saying. Anything could happen. It's not, it is significant, obviously, too. So it's not like news where we wait out news at a certain time. But we do have to trade with caution, especially right now with the current market conditions. We could see something happen at any given time, so we want to have our stop losses nice and short. Here, guys, we got a nice break. Look at my arrows. I'm expecting it to come down, and we are here for GBPUSD. Or I should, I think I don't know why I didn't put an alert. Excuse me, I should have put an alert there. But anyways, price is going exactly as expected there for the British pound Australian. So now we're going to go up to Euro USD and see what's going on with Euro USD. Euro USD is holding this level of support. We may expect Euro USD to hold this level of support and for a continuation to the upside. I don't really see it selling yet. Or pulling down anytime soon. We may see it come back up and retest these highs. However, we may see it kind of range for a little bit. Even here, like let's say, for example, the daily, we are getting some sort of a retracement. Give me 1 sec here. And we we have finally broken above this downwards channel that we had. So this is also a major level of structure up here. So price has respected this level as a level of resistance in the past. So we may expect price to kind of maybe pull back a little bit, more complex pullback to this lower level here, which would kind of go in confluence with this ascending wedge pattern formation. We can kind of see it's already forming this ascending wedge. So that's kind of what I'm looking at overall though. So we may expect it kind of range sideways for a little bit. If it holds a level support, we may see it retest again, this higher level once more. That could be something that I'm expecting for Euro USD. Sorry guys, 1 second. There we go. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting short-term wise. We may see price hold this level of support, and we may expect it to continue to go a little bit higher. And then if we look here, for example, on the 1 hour time frame, where are we? We've got the 50 moving average holding it as a potential level of support. So if we get a rejection of this level and it holds the 50 moving average as level of support, we can expect a nice clean move, continuation to the upside. And we have those elections that could affect price at any given time. It could be to the downside, it could be whatever the case is, right? We don't know. So we just have to kind of trade with caution depending on what ends up happening. I mean, you can enter if you like, but I'm not seeing any perfect entry right now at this given time. 30-minute, we do have a cross there. Again, like I said, we may see a little bit more of a complex pullback there. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at there for now. Price didn't end up breaking below this level of structure. Funny enough, we were looking at sell setups. I had my alert set here for USD CAD. Price did not go down further. So our alarm didn't go. USD JPY, what's going on with USD JPY? Again, we do have the news, so we just have to trade with caution. So I don't recommend, especially USD JPY is very, very bearish at this given time. Yeah, so we're seeing a continuation here, guys. Look at this. We're seeing a nice clean rejection of this level of structure. We're on the 30-minute. This would have been a nice clean entry for sells right over here, right? Set your stop loss above this level, 25 pips. You know, set your targets. You would be up right now 20 pips. Kind of set this level of support as a target area at 98 pip gain. It's that simple, guys. And we are getting across the moving averages here as well. Yeah, this is looking nice and bearish, guys. Nice sell opportunities. Even if you were to get in here, you just have to manage your risk and understand that price may do anything at any given time. So do like a 30 pip stop. But please, once you're in profit, you move your stop loss to entry. But again, remember, price could do anything at any given time. We are rejecting here on the 1 hour, the 20. So that's pretty significant too. So again, I probably target the lows over here, but I am expecting USD JPY to continue to go down further. That's kind of my overall expectation. You can see that we have been creating lower highs and lower lows. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting there, guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. For those that are new to the family, new to the channel, thank you so much for tuning in. I am going to let you guys know that I'm going to be live tonight again in the evening pre-London session. It's going to be around 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, so 10:30 New York time, around that area. Maybe a little bit earlier, maybe around 10. I'll keep you guys in the loop. And so that's kind of what I'm expecting, guys. Also, for all the new members that are just tuning in, I can't stress enough, check out our free Telegram group, guys. It's absolutely amazing. We have an amazing community of traders, guys. I look forward to seeing you guys tune in there, as well as my recommended broker. I'm going to leave this here as well. Also, if you want to know a little bit more about me, guys, feel free to check out my website. I have a new website that I just released. So make sure you guys check out my website, guys. I have, you know, some basic information, you know, even kind of like the results that I get in there for my inner circle, you know, a little bio about myself as well too. Read the bio, you know, you kind of get, it's funny enough, when I was writing it, it was getting so long that it's so hard to put my life story all condensed, right? But make sure you guys check that out as well too. And also, guys, if you're looking to level up on your trading, check out my VIP inner circle. You know what I mean? This is really for the dedicated. I'm trying to keep this as intimate as possible, as small as possible, the inner circle. But if you're really, really looking, maybe you're just tired of losing trades. Maybe you just need clarity in the markets. You really want to learn how to level up. You want to learn how I look at the markets. You know, going on the live streams is great. But sometimes you're looking for answers to your questions. Sometimes you want someone to look over your charts, or maybe just understand where you're at, or also kind of follow my trades while you, and that's pretty much the whole objective of VIP Inner Circle. So I'm going to put the link in there in the chat box below. Make sure you guys follow my, follow me on social media as well. All my socials on Instagram, TikTok, official Pedro FX. It's all the same. So I'm going to leave the link there for VIP Inner Circle, guys. You can click the link there and join. We've got different membership plans available as well, guys. So remember, it's always good to invest in yourself, but also it's good to put in the work. You have to be disciplined and actually show up every day and put in the work, guys. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I appreciate you all very, very much. And I will